Hello. Okay, this is my ideas for Bully 2. That game is awesome. That got a little loud right there. Sorry. Okay. The summers they show uh Jimmy, yeah. They show Jimmy coming back to Bullworth cuz that's his favorite school now. Pete is the head of wait, no. Pete Pete well, Jimmy starts a group called the Bulls. So he tries to stop the bullying while Gary was in that crazy place. He he broke out when he got off his pills. Okay. Okay, that is my cousin, and that's weird. Okay, okay. Microphone right. Okay, Gary's off the pills. He breaks out of that crazy place, and he got a new group called the he starts a new group called the Head Gary. So so Jimmy and Zoe and Edgar and Russell and Townies and the Greasers and the Nerds and the Jocks and the Preppies and his his new group called the Bulls try to stop him and his new group. But they're too powerful with extreme weapons and all of the groups knocked out. The girls are still on the summer break cause wait, the girls had to leave school cause the boys were going at war with heads. So they didn't want any of the girls to get hurt. Jimmy kissed Zoe before he left. Giant kissed Lola before she left. Okay. Tad kissed Pinky before she left. Ted kissed Mandy before she left. Ernest kissed Beatrice before she and Ernest kissed Beatrice before she left. And Pete found Pete was alone, but he found the girl while the girls were getting out. Her name was her name was Chrissy. Chrissy. Her name was Chrissy. Wait, no, her name was Chrissy. Yeah, Chrissy. Her name was Chrissy, and he kissed her before she and she and he kissed her before she left. They got attached like that. Okay. While they're at war, the heads won, and all the wolves were knocked out. It was a long time before all of them got out the hospital. Was Jimmy was first to get out because he wasn't that hurt because he beat him up quite a bit. So while he was running around town, the cops asked him to do stuff for them, like clean clean the clean the wall, cl- clean the walls of the spray painters, and he became a vice cop, and they only had asked him for help when it's a really hard. It's really hard. It's really hard. Cause P found out Gary's behind this because he was walking a bullworth town, and in the alley he saw Gary talking to the heads like, and Gary said, "I am your leader, and you do what I say. Go fight Bullworth again." Peter runs back to Jimmy. Jimmy listens to him. All the Bullworth go to war again, but they won. They won. Wait, no, they still won. When everybody got in the hospital again, Jimmy was still the first one to get out. And a month later, Jimmy found out that Gary was off to the pills, and he found out the ones that take care of the crazy people, the one that take off the crazy people was like, "Have you seen Gary?" It was like Gary wasn't in there, and he said, "Yes, he was. He off it. He broke out because he didn't want to take the pills." What? He said, "What? That's insane!" And then he runs back to Bullworth. He but he runs back to the crazy people and say, "Can I have some pills?" And Bullworth and the heads go back to war. Jimmy and Gary thrash all the way on top of the building. Not on the first game. They go they go all the way on top of the building. And after Jimmy beats Gary again, he um he 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 puts the pills in his mouth and he makes him swallow them. And then he goes back to the crazy people, and this time they put a lock on his cell. Well, there's already a lock, but a super lock on his cell, so he wouldn't break out again. After that, Jimmy and the girls came back, and they all kiss each other, hugs, and X's and O's, and the end is when the head, well, the prefects are still there, but the the head, like the principal and the secretary were out. When they came back, they found out was Jimmy and Pete beat the Gary again, and then they made Pete the head, and Pete the head of the school, and Jimmy the vice. Wait. They made they made Pete the principal, and Jimmy Jimmy was like a bouncer. Any trouble he saw, yeah, a prefect. Jimmy became a prefect when he got older. Both of them became, well, Pete became the principal when he got older, and Jimmy became a prefect because he was so good at getting kids. So that's the end of the idea for part 2. Okay.